And I found a group of people, and people have been programmed on social media to hate their country, which is self-hatred. I was in America. I sat down with some Nigerians, and they started. I told them, I said, listen, before you continue, Nigeria, a person will graduate as a medical doctor and spend 500,000 throughout to become a doctor. Throughout.
Now, wow.
I said in America, and they're working in Johns Hopkins. Go and ask them how much. You will graduate from Johns Hopkins, you graduate from Harvard as a doctor, and you spend $2,000. Are you okay?
Can you imagine?
Do you know how much money you spend? Nigerians are ungrateful. Right. They will go through everything, education. How much do they spend there? Go there. I said, look, you see a Nigerian, if they tell him in Nigeria to do 2 jobs, he will cost your life out. He will come to America, wake up in the morning, do first job, do second job, do Uber, and do everything he's doing. I said, if they put the fraction of this energy they put here in their country, they will have grown. They kept quiet. He told me, he said, what's your unemployment rate in Nigeria? I said, we don't calculate on employment rate. He said, no, you must give me a figure. I said, there's no figure. Nigeria, there's something like that. Let me tell you why. Yaba did a trade. They were just for church members to sell things. I thought they just put out tents like this, 1, 2, 3 in the car park. I wasn't saying this thing is a waste of time. One lady said, came to me, Pastor, thank you for doing this. Now, just to show you, she was selling wigs. She has a job. Rub my eyes. Somebody came out of the church and bought 3 wigs, each one 250,000. That business is not registered though. 750 grand that girl carried home. There's no job she's doing. So if somebody is in their house and just start selling wig, are they unemployed? No. Were they registered as employed? No. Our statistics here is different. Understand your terrain. Do you understand what I'm saying? You see, one of the problems in Nigeria, people don't understand their terrain.
Only you understand.
Understand your terrain. In America, you sell like that. IRS is coming for you. And you go home with 750,000. Out of that 750,000, 200,000 belongs to government. Don't drop it. You'll see jail. Are you following what I'm saying here? Understand the terrain. You sit down and say, what is this terrain? And understand it so you know how to play. The girls and the lady said, when you get more, send to me. In other words, I'm telling you that person could have bought 1.5 million on wigs on the spot. And if you see the lady buying, you will not know she has seen 2 million in her life. My mind was renewed. This is Nigeria. Do you get what I'm saying? The land of opportunity. Some of them are not cometh.
Some of them are not even.
Are you following what I'm saying? Yeah. So what you should say every day is good and cometh unto me. Give all these people. Say Nigeria happened to them. What are you talking about? You understand what I'm saying?
Understand what?
Listen. In America, there are 4 people groups that are doing better than Caucasians. Nigerian Americans. I think they're number 2. Nigerians. And they said why? It is the family of Nigerians. The way they raise their children. Which means the generation that left Nigeria when they got there still raised their children the Nigerian way. And the Nigerian way says book first before talent. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Get degree, whatever you want to do, do. If you say you want to paint, paint. But first of all, bring certificate. And that's the way. Why do I say, what are these Nigerians doing? Because they tell their children education. You enter a Nigerian home, they are disciplined. The value system here is treasure.
And your politicians are stealing up and down.
You now go there, you go and join people.
This is really, really interesting. You can imagine if you have this kind of people at the helm of affairs in this country, and this is kind of, they are just there. And that's why when they come out and talk, at times they try to defend the government because there's something they are gaining one way or the other. Somebody said this man is an APC pastor. I don't believe he's an APC pastor. These kind of pastors are the pastors that say they are Ajib pastor. Any government in power, they want to support that government. With all the things he's trying to quote, or he was trying to quote them, you begin to ask, what is the statistics? And even somebody was even telling him that he should give figure of unemployment or give figure of something. He said, no, we don't have data. We don't have this. Why is it that we don't have a such? Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And some people will be clapping. See them clapping onto nonsense. Why some people are not they are not saying, what the man is saying there was not even resonating with most of them there. What is the minimum wage in Nigeria? What are the amenities that we have in Nigeria? If that Nigeria is good, Nigerians are ungrateful. The question is that why is it that if things are cheaper in Nigeria, we can do things rightly in Nigeria, we can enjoy some things, benefits. Why is it that even other African countries, why are they not trooping to Nigeria? Why is it that it is the other way around? Some people just want to live anywhere. but not Nigeria. They just want to, even if it is a next door neighbor, you see a lot of people trooping to our next door neighbor country there, Ghana. Ordinary electricity we cannot get. When people like this, when we talk about a country is not doing well, you begin to look at the statistics of that country. What is the statistics of people who are living below poverty line? What is the statistics of those who are living in abject poverty? What is the statistics of those who are making it, who are still thriving? Because there's no way, no matter how bad the place is, you still have a, skeletal number of people who can still be doing well. But that is not what you use in generalizing. Because when you say some people are doing well, maybe 0.5% of the population, and you are bragging and using that as a yardstick. If the country is so good, why is it that the presidents that we have, the politicians that we have, so that means the politicians too, they are not grateful because they are not even proud of their country. Is it not Tinubu that went to another man's country saying that it was a working visit? As anybody in even ordinary African countries, not really ordinary of African countries, at least okay, we are in the same continent. How many times have you seen their presidents or their leaders come to even Nigeria? Because they say Nigeria is the giant of Africa. They even come to Nigeria to come and even have rest, come and have an holiday. Why is this so? And you are saying Nigerians are not grateful, they get to abroad, they this and that, and you are comparing America with Nigeria. These are the people that the government love because they know that they have a gullible and people who cannot even reason very well because by the virtue of using fear to preach to them. So anything all those pastors say, they always try to take it and they use faith to be using to cajole them. I know a lot of people, a lot of you hearing me now, you have one or two things to say to counter what this man is saying. People have been saying it for a very long time. Nigeria is going to be better, it's going to be better. How is it today? They will still push the problem back to the masses, that the masses are the problem. Just like he's blaming the people that, they can take 2 or 3 jobs. They can do it because you know that there is reward for it. We have people who are working here in Nigeria, they can't even be paid salary. They are talking about minimum wage. And the next thing they will tell you that, inflation is all over the world. The rate at which we are experiencing inflation, the way it increases on a daily basis, is it the same way it affects people over there? And there's a way they have a way of cushioning this whole thing, not those nonsense palliatives that they always try to share, which will not even go anywhere because that palliative is a constant thing, or whatever they are using to cushion the effect of those who are not even doing well in those developed countries. It's a steady thing, not that you will not hear that some people have really, some people who call themselves leader or those who they are put in that position, they have embezzled that money. Just like we have the case of Beta Edu and the one under Buhari. Every time you always hear that some people have taken money, even the pension, you hear that some people have swallowed it, snake have swallowed it, and all of those things. And you are comparing. All of you say, I went to America. How many, all of those pastors, all those big pastors, how many times do you see them coming to Nigeria? When they say, I went to Nigeria, I went to this. How many times do you see them? It is this. What do you go and do in America? The minimum wage there, is it the same thing we have here that you are now doing comparison, telling us that politicians or the doctors are paying 500,000 and where? Which year is that? So when they graduate, which is it the dollar? Do they pay them in dollar to say, you are getting your money in dollar in Nigeria and you are not graceful and you want to make that comparison? So guys, let's say what you think, because this man to me is not making sense. It's not making sense. They'll be shining their eye like a crayfish, coming out to with all manner of boldness. And these are the kind of people you have as politicians. That's why they don't even care. You will say, those ones say they have sold their heart to the devil. See the kind of thing that this one is, the way it's reasoning. And he has congregation that is feeding all this nonsense with. It's a pity. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.